Las Palomas was founded about 1865 and grew both as a farming town and a transportation hub on the Rio Grande. The town was across from the Palomas Gap, a cleft in the Cavaya Mountains range that allowed people to come through the Cavaya Mountains and then ford the Rio Grande River from east to west. The first town site consisted of adobe homes with dirt floors and walls connecting the houses. So the entire plaza was enclosed against the attack from the Apache tribes that were resisting American settlement in the area. The presence of the river and the rich soil of the floodplain offered the founding fathers and families good land to farm, and some descendants of those original settlers still farm the soil of the Rio Grande Valley in the Palomas area. At one point, the town of Las Palomas boasted over 2,000 residents, especially after the wars with the Apaches abated in the late 1800s. As the mining towns in Sierra County grew and prospered, Las Palomas also grew as a farming and transportation hub, boasting several stores, a church, a school, and a post office. With the decline of the silver boom after 1893, the mining town shrank, and Las Palomas did as well. The Elephant Butte Dam, completed in 1916, provided a bridge across the river, and the Palomas Forge became less important. And by the 1920s, the town had shrunk so much that the post office closed. So what happened to Las Palomas? When construction began for the Cavaya Lake Dam in the 1930s, the Federal Bureau of Reclamation bought out the town, and many of the people moved to the fast-growing town of Hot Springs, just 7 miles up the river. Others would stay in the area, moving further up Palomas Creek and maintaining their farming lifestyles. The local church, San Isidro, was relocated away from the lake. One of the stores was also moved and continued in business for another generation before finally closing its doors. Other businesses and homes were abandoned or replaced. Today, some of the original families remain in the area, and they preserve as best they can the artifacts and memories of their community's earlier days. Two old pieces of Palomas still remain: the schoolhouse, which is over a century old, and the old Palomas Cemetery. The schoolhouse still stands on a rise overlooking the river and the lake, though it is rapidly falling into disrepair. The school was closed in the mid-1950s when the county schools were consolidated into a single system. The cemetery, which adjoins the old schoolhouse, is a classic pioneer cemetery. While some of the graves are carefully marked and maintained, many are little more than a carrion mound of stone placed to prevent predators from disturbing the departed. The cemetery remains as a relic of the glory that was Las Palomas and the history that still persists in one of Sierra County's pioneer communities.